Hey everyone, it's Michael Fair from FilmFestivalCircuit.com, and the purpose of this video is to talk about our creative scorecard feature. Talking about our entire judging system, we have three different types of scorecards that we assign every single film or video submission. This is not for screenplays, okay? That scorecard is coming later. This is just for films and video submissions. And the three types of scorecards are a marketing scorecard, a technical scorecard, and a creative scorecard. We've already created videos for the marketing and the technical scorecard. If you want to know how those work, go ahead and check them out in the link in this description. But today we're talking about the creative scorecards. And the creative scorecards are worth a lot of points. It's actually the bulk of what we use to make the decision about your film getting selected to the festival. Your one marketing scorecard is worth 20 points. Your one technical scorecard is worth 20 points. But your three creative scorecards are 20 points apiece. The maximum score you can have with all five scorecards is 100. And then we compare your film or video submission to other films or video submissions in your category. Okay, and that's how we use that system to make the official selections and for the award nominations. So let's get into it. Make sure to like this video if you like the content, and let's move on to how these scorecards work. So what was the problem? What happened to where we had to go out and create an entire new app to do this? Well, the third-party services offer, a place to accept submissions and very cookie-cutter, rigid scorecard tools. Let's break it down this way. If you have a horror film and you submit it to the Oregon Screams Horror Film Festival, the scorecard for your film may have the question that says, on a scale of 1 to 10, how scary is this film? Now, if the judges in Portland average about a 9 for this, and then they think it's really scary, if you have the same exact film submitted to our partner event, the Austin After Dark Film Festival, and it averages a 7, that gives you a data point. You're like, well, in one group of judges, they liked it, it was a 9, but this group of judges averaged out about a 7. They didn't think it was quite as scary. This tells you something. Now, what happens if your film is selected to a FilmFestivalCircuit.com festival or another festival that we don't run that has a whole different judging system? Most other festivals don't even explain their criteria. A few of them do, but most of them have no list of questions they give you. It's not a transparent process. And the only way you really know if they liked your film is if they select it. You sit there and you wait till notification day and you're waiting for selected or not selected. We feel your pain. We know that's not enough. You're paying a submission fee to be judged fairly and to make sure that you have every opportunity to get in this festival and spread your creative work to an audience that's in that market. That's what we're here to do. That's the whole mission of our company. And so we wanted to go super transparent with this and give you data that you can compare. You can do some analysis of your film because guess what? Every film is not accepted in every single market exactly the same way. By submitting to different festivals on the film festival circuit, at least you get some data and see where your film is doing well or not so well at. So let's get into it. We have created different questions for every single genre that we have. And you already know we have a whole list of genres, man. We got a lot. I know all the categories you can submit to. We have documentaries and suspense and science fiction and animation and all kinds of things. We actually took the time to create a scorecard for every single category so that we're always comparing apples to apples. We can easily see in a snapshot how documentary films compare to each other, how horror films compare to each other, how drama films compare to each other using our system. It makes it very easy for us. Let me show you how this system works. I know it sounds a little bit complicated, but it's super simple. The very first thing you're going to do is log in at FilmFestivalCircuit.com. Now, if you don't have an account, that's okay. It is free. So you just log in, put your email address, create a password, and you're in. Now, once you're logged in at FilmFestivalCircuit.com, you are going to see in the upper right-hand corner your name or your username, whatever you put. And when you click on it, there is a drop-down menu. And on that drop-down menu, it says My Tickets/Submissions. Go ahead and click on that. The very next thing you're going to see may look a lot like this. Under one of these tabs, My Tickets on the left, My Submissions on the right, you're going to be able to see the status of your film: pending, selected, passed, not selected. All right. And you see how under this particular example, this is a fictional film that I created, and it's literally called Example Film or Video. And there is a purple button that says View the Scorecard. And that's what we're going to do. So go ahead and view the scorecard. When you log in here, you're going to see that you have your overall score of an 82 and your marketing scorecard is a 20. Now, the cool thing about the marketing scorecard and the overall score It's always free to view these things, whether you unlock the premium option of viewing each individual scorecard or not. Some people really want to know what the judges thought. Some people, it's not as important to them. So this is all the data that they need. Now, your marketing scorecard, I know I covered that in a different video, but you really want to get a 20. There's no reason why any submitter to a film festival ever should have less than a 20. So if you click on edit submission, you can edit your own marketing scorecard, and there's no fee for this. You just put in the missing information. It's asking for things like your synopsis and your tagline and a poster and a link to your trailer and things like that. Moving on, you have these other two, the technical scorecard and the creative scorecard. When you unlock it, you'll be able to see exactly what the judges put for your scorecard. From the back end, this is what the judges are looking at when they view a film. This film is called Example Film or Video, again, purely fictional, and you'll see some basic details about the film. The website where you watch the film, it's directed by, the runtime, the submission date, all those type of things. And then you have to scroll down to actually view the scorecard. Now, when you scroll down, you're going to see, this is from the judge's end, basically the questions that they answered about your film during this process. They watch it from front to back. You have an overall score of a 10. Obviously, I'm giving myself high marks. Don't worry, I will not win this festival. Question number 1, from beginning to end, how well did the producers of this documentary film lay out a complete story? Got a 10 there. All right. Complete stories are really, really important for a lot of genres, but we're just focused on documentaries for this particular fictional example. From beginning to end, how well did the editors of this documentary film keep the pace interesting and engaging? Got a 10 there. Musically, how well does the music in this documentary film contribute to the overall mood or theme? Got a 10 there. Did you learn anything new or gain a fresh perspective on any of the topics presented in this documentary film? That is a yes/no question that we ask our judges. Got a yes. And then how well does this documentary film stay on topic and deliver a clear message? A 10 would represent a great story or theme that is easy to remember and left an impression. A 1 would represent a disjointed story that is hard to follow, left too many unanswered questions, and was filled with useless information that didn't contribute to the central theme. So you see this range here, and it's all subjective, and you're going to have judges putting different things here. And then if they feel like the questions above did not thoroughly give their feedback on their opinion of what your film was about, you have this comments box, and it says, this film is absolutely amazing, flawless. Well, you might get something in there that says, oh, this film was cool, but it was so dry, there was no music, and just there were no emotional notes in the film, and we really needed some feedback. So you might see comments, not always, but you might see comments if the judge felt like they just needed to add something. And then we ask the judge, in their opinion, in your individual judge's evaluation, do you want to select this film? Or is this a possible selection? I might need some updates, or do not select the submission at all. In this case, I'm winning. It says select this submission as is. This particular screen is for the judges only, but as you can see, it gives us a tool to see the overall ranking of the films that are submitted so that we can easily compare them. Don't worry, when you unlock your ratings for your film, you're not going to be able to see the ratings of the other films, and the other films will not be able to see your particular rating and your scorecard. Everything is individualized so that you only see your own information. And then you can see where it ranks in the overall rankings, but you don't see the names, the specific names of the other films. But as you can see, these films are rated. My film had an 82, and then the other film had a 94, so it's currently leading the pack. And that kind of gives us a ranking of these films so that we can see what is really leading and what's getting hammered by the judges, okay? All right, and that wraps it up for how the creative scorecards are calculated, why they're made, what's the purpose of this whole system. Again, this is all purely optional. There is a $25 unlock option per festival season. If you submitted to the Oregon Short Film Festival Summer 2023, your scorecards are available right now. We just rolled out this feature this year in 2023. So if you submitted to a film 2 or 3 years ago, we don't have all that data uploaded right now. But for people who are submitting now and getting accepted to film festivals now, you may be getting information about having scorecards, and hopefully this video helps explain what we're talking about. Please check out the links in the description for the technical scorecard video and the marketing scorecard video. I hope all of you score a 20 on every one of your creative scorecards. So good luck. I'll see you at the festival.